That supports freedom, that has fought for freedom, we hear. Do you have anything to say, John? John from Newton this morning. What an interesting spectacle this morning, John, as you stand in the Church of Ireland. John, would you have anything to say this morning? John, would you have anything to say this morning? John, would you speak this morning on Enoch Burke? 377 days. John, for his bit of Sinn Féin, doesn't have anything to say. How interesting, John, as you stand this morning in the Church of Ireland. John, how interesting as you stand this morning in the Church of Ireland. And yes, John, you're walking away now. You're running away. But John, as you stand in the Church of Ireland, would you have anything to say about Enoch Burke? You know, Sinn Féin, we want to know what Sinn Féin believes about freedom this morning. John, as you stand in the Church of Ireland, yes, you're leaving now, John. You're running away, John. But I wonder if you have anything to say, John, this morning.
Jesus told you to show love and forgiveness and reconciliation.
Interesting this morning to see the politicians. You know, they don't have anything to say. Would there be anything to say, John, this morning? Would there be anything to say from the politicians this morning? But you know, it's so interesting because we have Enoch Burke for 377 days in prison. I wonder would the Church of Ireland this morning have anything to say about Enoch Burke this morning? You know, they have such a clear ethos. They have such a clear ethos this morning. An ethos of male and female. But I wonder, could we simply have a little bit of sincerity this morning? Could we have some sincerity from the Church of Ireland this morning? Could we have some sincerity from the Church of Ireland this morning? You know, Jesus Christ spoke a lot about hypocrisy. You know, he said, "Woe unto you, hypocrites." And we know this morning what a hypocrite is. Somebody who says we believe in male and female, and yet has nothing to say when their very school who is supposed to uphold that ethos locks up a teacher for upholding that ethos. Enoch Burke simply said, "I believe in the Church of Ireland ethos." I wonder this morning, could we have a little bit of sincerity from the Church of Ireland? Could we have a little less hypocrisy this morning from the Church of Ireland? We have the robes, and yes, we have the crosses this morning, and yes, we have the collars this morning. But could we have just a little bit of sincerity this morning? You know, as the world looks on, they know hypocrisy when they see it. And they know that hypocrisy is saying, yes, we have an ethos, male and female, that has not changed. But then on the other hand, Wilson's Hospital School, a Church of Ireland boarding school. Andrew Wilson set up the school many years ago. He was a Christian man. He believed in the Bible and he believed in Christianity. And he believed on true and sincerity. But this morning, we have the Church of Ireland, we have them flying the transgender flag this morning. And I wonder this morning...
No, I'm not part of it, no.
Okay. From the Church of Ireland this morning. Could we have some sincerity to the Matthew O'Toole of the SDLP? Matthew, do you have anything to say? I wonder, Matthew, have you anything to say, Matthew? I wonder, Matthew, could you speak this morning? I wonder, Matthew, could you say anything about Enoch Burke? Matthew, could the SDLP have anything to say, Matthew? Could we just have a word, Matthew? I think why you're running away. Is there anything, Matthew, that you could say about Enoch Burke this morning? A man who's in prison.
You just filmed me without my consent. Please delete that video. Please delete that video. You just filmed me for the second time without my consent.
Not because he's a criminal this morning. Not
I'm sorry.
because he's a drug dealer. Not because he's an abuser. Not because he stole anything. Not because he has to be in the Church of Ireland. I wonder this morning for the Church of Ireland, could they answer these simple questions? I wonder could we have a little less of the hypocrisy doing this morning, and could we have something to say about Enoch Burke? Would Enoch Burke be able to be addressed this morning in Belfast? Dean, would you have anything to say about Enoch Burke? What about the Lord Mayor? Anything to say at all about Enoch Burke? Anything to say about religious freedom this morning? As we stand in our cloaks, and in our fur gowns this morning, I wonder, could we address the issue of Enoch Burke? Could we have a word about a man who's in prison for his Christian beliefs? I wonder, when we get to the judgment day, do we think the cloaks are going to get us through? Or will we have something to say about Enoch Burke, a man who has spent 377 days in Mountjoy prison, not because he's a criminal, but because he upheld the ethos of your church this morning, a man who upheld the Christian teaching that you profess to believe. How sad this morning that we have hypocrisy from the Church of Ireland. How sad this morning that there's hypocrisy from the Church of Ireland. What a sad state we're in this morning in Northern Ireland, and indeed across this